Am I good?
I don't know. Keep
I'm
chit-chatting.
okay. Gonna keep chit-chatting.
No, I think you're a little low.
Okay.
Oh, well, mine's all the way.
Oh. Okay then.
Go ahead and chit-chat some more.
Gonna keep chit-chatting. Everything
Yeah.
good?
I think that should.
Okay.
Yeah, I think that'll be okay. Yeah, that'll work. Hi, my butt hurts. I hate this, man. They're like the worst thing ever, and I blame the army.
They've ruined you.
They did. I don't know why I'm trying to put on fucking headphones. I don't need headphones. That's why I'm wearing the hat. It's because I don't need headphones. But yeah, the army ruined me. Lifting all those bags for deployments and stuff, I would always
Ruck marches and yeah.
always cause an issue. Anyways, guys, welcome to the Daily Cup of Genre, the LRM Online Genreverse podcast network daily show, almost daily, where we get to talk about everything in geek and pop culture news. Brought to you by the good folks over at Grow Generation, where the pros do go to grow. More on them later. Link in the description box. And of course, guys, follow us on social media at LRM_exclusive, at the Genreverse on Twitter. Christine and I have information below. I'm Kyle. That's Christine. Like, share, subscribe, follow the LRM YouTube channel, the Genreverse Podcast Network, wherever you get your podcasts from. And yeah, we're here Friday, week before Christmas, and we've got some Christmas movies we still need to watch.
True. We've been watching anime a lot. That's like all we're doing is watching anime.
We even made an excuse and was like, Christmas episode of Dr. Stone.
Yep.
That counts.
Yep. It does. And then it was the movie last night.
Yeah.
Where you're like, does this count as a Christmas movie?
Does this count as a Christmas movie? I guess that kind of leads us into our first topic. And look, we're out of focus again. I really can't stand how it does that. Anyways, I was gonna say,
Fix it.
Let's see if it'll focus on camera. There we go. Okay, so I was gonna say that when it comes to our the movie we saw, Spider-Man No Way Home, no spoilers, ladies and gentlemen. If you want some spoilers, Marvel Multiverse Mayhem has an episode already up on the podcast network and the YouTube channel, so you can go check Nick and I talking there. But just kind of tell me what you thought. Were you happy, unhappy?
It's better than I thought it would be.
Mm-hmm.
But there were good parts, and then of course there were parts where I was like, yeah, I don't really like this. Some parts made me uncomfortable. It felt crowded. And I didn't feel like the build up for this movie was where it should have been. It felt like it skipped a step or two. So kind of like with the whole Avengers, type thing that they were doing with like Endgame and all of that. So it's
build up for
Endgame was huge. Felt like it was leading up to that. After Far From Home, I did not feel like this was the direction it was going to go. It felt like a giant leap, and it made me a little weirded out by it, where it's like, the heck is this a bit much?
I can kind of see that.
Yeah. So, but everyone in the audience freaking loved it. Lots of cheers.
More than Ghostbusters had.
Yeah.
Ghostbusters Afterlife, that is.
Yeah, it was better than Ghostbusters Afterlife.
Yeah.
There.
It handled its nostalgia a lot better, in my opinion, because it actually did something with it. To not give away anything that's not official. There, the villains are in the trailers that you see. They're all well done. They did a good job at kind of even poking fun at and almost showing the differences between what's fantastical in the MCU versus what's fantastical in Sony's other Spider-Man properties. The worst thing about this movie is literally, except for the one scene in the apartment before the third act, as the third act is really starting to kick in. That is the only surprise for me. Like, I knew everything else. I knew what the post-credits scenes were. I knew of the mid-credit scene. I didn't know, like, the dialogue, but I knew what happened. Sony and Marvel, you guys sucked at keeping secrets for this, and I honestly don't think it was I don't think it was an on purpose thing. Like, some people were like, oh, it's just marketing. No, they went through a lot of trouble to try to get some things taken down, and guys, Sony do better. That to me was the biggest disappointment. But like I had said, I needed to see how it landed, and I think overall it landed well. I think there were some moments. I keep telling Nick this. It's like the macaroni and cheese scene in Hawkeye, this week's episode. I was like, I love the scene, but there's probably about 8 to 12 seconds you could shave off in there. There was one too many pushes, one too many. Are you sure?
Yeah,
a little too long for the hot sauce pauses and things like. A lot of those, like, editing choices, there were some in this as well, where I was like, that scene right there could have been shrunk by 12 seconds. This scene over here, maybe only 5 seconds, just take away the lingering looks or something like that.
Yeah.
I find myself getting more annoyed when pacing issues show up so easily fixed, like, I get it if it's going to be like heavy exposition, but that slows a movie down. Like, sometimes you just have to you got to find a place for it. But honestly, I'm starting to wonder, like, did the editing room just get lazy and like, I'll leave it there.
It's good. It's all good, I guess. Yeah. I felt the same way, and then I felt like there were a few characters who had some overacting issues, and I'm wondering how much hate I'm going to get for saying that.
Maybe.
But it just kind of felt like it's a little much, just a little.
Like I said yesterday when you brought that up, I think that was on purpose, playing off of the villains, other universe selves, if you will, because they are brought. I mean, it's as it looks in the trailer, they are coming from the other universes, and like when they're talking to each other, a lot of that is really corny. Like Electro and Sandman talking about their science accidents, how they got their powers. They're almost kind of poking fun at the choices Sony with Mark Webb and Sam Raimi made with their movies. Like, how are you powering the city with electric eels, and falling in those gives you power? Like, they're kind of poking fun at it, but you could see how certain story elements were allowing those actors to also portray differences in their character from their home universe. So the overacting is there. I think because I'm looking at it differently, maybe that's why it didn't annoy me as much.
Yeah, and then it's also like having to include these universes that are they feel a little dated. Today. That happens, so it's kind of like having to put that in there.
I really think this
to make that work.
Yeah.
So
I really think this
feeling.
shows how drastically different comic book movies are, even just 20 years after the original Spider-Man movie hit, and you look at, what was it, 2003 for Spider-Man 2, I think, or 2002, 2003, or was it, I don't remember, 05?
It's a mystery.
I don't remember, but with that one being, like I said, they're 20 years back, and the Amazing films are the first one was 2013, so it's almost 10 years back. It does show quite drastically how different films are these days. So it did have a Christmas bit in there. There's definitely set towards the fall and winter and Christmas time, and You get Christmas decorations, even a moment of Christmas music. And according to Nick, anything that's set during Christmas is automatically a Christmas movie. And I don't necessarily buy that. Christine, was this a Christmas movie?
No. No, it was not. But yeah, it was kind of like, it had that feeling, because based off of like how they were dressed, when I first heard it, I was like, it's not Christmas time. It's kind of like, how we do in America, where we put it in super early, to really get, I guess, our festive feel full. There's a lot of F's there. But yeah, it kind of had that feeling where it's like, where they always prepare for the holidays a little too early. It's like, oh, I hear Mariah Carey. It's that time of year where we do it too early again. Thanks. Yep. And sometimes earlier and earlier.
That happens for sure. One thing I wanted to point out about Christmas movies is, whoops. Sorry guys, I almost started playing the intro again actually for you guys. So sorry about that. When it comes to what's considered Christmas movies, this is funny because Screen Rant puts out, top grossing Christmas movies by Box Office Mojo. They had to put in, hey, what is a Christmas movie? So they added 5 more to make 15. Let's see what they got here, because I want to get to a point about what makes a Christmas movie Christmas movies. Arthur Christmas, it's about Santa and his brother or uncle, cousin, or some shit. 4 Christmases, yeah, those are Christmas movies. Santa Claus's Christmas movie. The Nutcracker in the Four Realm, or the Nutcracker itself, is always considered Christmassy because of the toys and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So yeah, I would consider. I didn't see this version of this story. Daddy's Home 2. I guess I didn't see the first or second one, but
either.
They're there. I'm guessing it has to deal with families and get-togethers and get gifts and all of that. Santa Claus, yeah, I agree with that. That's at number 10. The Holiday, didn't see it. Did you see that one?
No.
Okay, so
rom-coms. It's one of those that a lot of romance, when it's a bit much, makes me uncomfortable.
Yeah.
So, I have to be in a special mood for a rom-com, and then even then, some of them, it's like, this is too much based off of the trailer. I know I'm not gonna like it.
Elf, absolutely.
Love that
Christmas
movie.
Love Actually, is that a Christmas movie?
Yeah, and I didn't like it. Again, romance. Ew.
Polar Express. That's definitely Christmas. The CGI, a Christmas Carol, definitely a Christmas movie. Home Alone 2.
Yes.
How the Grinch Stole Christmas, the live action version, Home Alone, and then of course Dr. Seuss's The Grinch, which is the number 1 top grossing, and that's what this list was. Christmas movies. IMDb. The thing is you notice there was no Die Hard, no Iron Man 3. Looking here on IMDb, Nightmare Before Christmas, Christmas with the Cranks, Vacation, Jingle All the Way, Scrooge.
Yes.
All of these are on these top grossing list from them. And again, I don't see, and this is an older list because The Grinch isn't on here. But again, no Die Hard, none of that. No Iron Man 3, because a Christmas setting, a Christmas movie does not make.
Correct. You need more than that.
You need the themes around it. Not, oh, it's at a party. He's saving his wife. That's family related. Man, you guys are just... And I'm not saying that you can't watch Die Hard on Christmas.
It's a great Christmas tradition if you have that.
Movie.
But it's
not a Christmas movie.
Not.
It could be a Christmas tradition of yours to watch, but it is not.
It's only half. So
it's not a Christmas movie. Neither is No Way Home. I do believe that Hawkeye, however, is a Christmas show. You've got all the trappings of it. You've got
the constant saying, "I'm trying to get home for Christmas." Like trying to put presents under the tree. Yeah, and then like what else?
The music, not just in the background, but being used as part of the film.
They're
Yeah.
talking about it. They're acknowledging it. It's not just
The setting.
yeah. It's not just a little splash.
Yep. Christmas itself is important. Die Hard, the Christmas, you could set the party any time. It could have been the office.
It could have been a birthday
Halloween
party.
It could have been an office birthday party. It could have been the office's
Wouldn't
New,
make it
New
a
Year
birthday.
party.
Yeah, it wouldn't make it a birthday movie.
No.
Yeah. So
So I guess that'll be it on our crapping on what is and what isn't a Christmas movie. So
I know we keep doing that.
I know it's just we love Christmas movies and we love Die Hard. Look. I can go ahead and transition out of back to the base image.
Yes.
I love Die Hard. Die Hard 2 is good. Die Hard with a Vengeance is great. And Live Free or Die Hard, I think is a really good movie. I would put them 1, 4, 3, 2, only because I like the villain in Live Free, which had Kevin Smith, Justin Long, Timothy Olyphant, whatever. Or I think his villain was better than Gruber's, Gruber 2.0 in Die Hard with a Vengeance. That's it. Like, that's really what, like, the Sam Jackson characters is a better partner versus Justin Long. I don't mind Justin Long at all though. But the villain for Live Free was better. So I love those movies. You like most of those movies. I know you like the first two more than like 4. You've only seen With a Vengeance once, right?
Correct.
Okay. Do you remember how you felt about that one?
I do not.
Okay. It's got one of the most tense openings with McClane in New York wearing that sign, with the
I remember that. Yeah.
It's got a very tense opening and Sam Jackson is awesome in that movie. So I guess we'll go ahead and take a word from our sponsors over at Grow Generation. Take it away.
Grow Generation, where the pros go to grow. For all of your cultivation needs, Grow Generation has the right products, service and staff to make your grow successful. Go to www.growgeneration.com, where the pros go to grow.
Thank you guys so much for sponsoring the show. Grow Generation, link down below, growgeneration.com if you're driving and you got a good memory and you can remember where to find it. If not, it's in the description box. I think I already said that.
Yes.
So there's a couple other things that we could just talk about to wrap up the week. This week, kind of like a news roundup, if you will. We plan on doing the Cantina later today. I don't know whether or not it'll be out today, being Friday, or if it'll be out on Saturday. There wasn't a whole bunch of Star Wars news. Guess we could kind of just stick with, Marvel, which is at the No Way Home premiere. One of the Russos was asked about, and it was Joe was asked about Secret Wars. Okay, Russo had responded, one of these days. We'll have to see how all this shakes out. I don't know what they're going to do with all these characters. Russo was also asked if his brother Anthony were in talks with Marvel about anything. I'm guessing the filmmaker hesitated before saying, "What can I say? Look, we love those guys. I can't say one way or the other, but I'd work with them in a heartbeat. It's the best working experience of our careers. They're like family to us, and we love them, the material and the fans." So, Secret Wars, a little bit about it from the comics. I believe you probably saw the cartoon part of Secret Wars done on the X-Men show back in the 90s. Was it X-Men or was it Spider? I think it was X-Men that actually did the Secret Wars thing. Anyways, the idea of another Avengers level of event, but instead of Thanos' army, it's an army of super villains. Like, this is the last big kind of like cross Marvel story that the whole world essentially knows, at least has heard the term. They know there was like Secret Wars 2015/16, a Secret Wars in the 90s at some point, and then the original Secret Wars. Spider-Man gets his suit there. Originally gets the black suit there. I mean to say, the idea of having not, even if it's a two-parter, but not a huge build-up. Literally, just this great being is like, fuck this shit, man. And I'm tired. I'm bored. you know what? All these supervillains, all these heroes, fight. What do you think?
I don't know. Maybe.
See, I had this great idea. It would take too long, but they could have had this in the works at the beginning as a way to help bring together some of these universes and bring in the Fantastic Four, bring in X-Men and stuff like that. That I would have done like Multiverse of Madness. I would have done some X-Men stuff on its own, maybe a show and a movie dealing with stuff with Wanda. And then just boom, Avengers Secret Wars, or just Marvel's Secret Wars. Like, just call it Secret Wars. It's not an Avengers film. It's just Secret Wars, and maybe Secret Wars one part 1 and part 2 or something like that. And you get your was it the Beyonder who grabs all of the people? I can't remember. Anyways, you have him literally tease them in an Ant-Man movie or some shit like that, Fantastic Four movie or something. You literally build them as in Secret Wars Part 1 of these heroes being taken, these villains being taken and being assembled on Battle World. The end of it, everyone's there at Battle World, and Part 2 goes into the actual Secret Wars and the fights and things like that. It would take too long to do now, but what do you think if that had been in? Does that sound cool?
Yeah, like if they had put something together and, worked on it ahead of time instead of, because just like what I was talking about with Spider-Man No Way Home, where it's kind of like, I don't feel like the build-up was, where it should have been. So yeah, I think if they prepped, it would have been better.
See, I think when it comes to Secret Wars, one of the biggest things about it is it was this huge, it was a huge event, but they're really, when you look at the build up to it, it really does feel like hey, we're gonna grab. Now there's a lot of retcons that fill in blank spaces before, during, and after, but the original arc is just kind of like, boom, Battle World. This great cosmic being grabs heroes and villains. So that's why I'm like, it doesn't need to be an Avengers film because it's an all Marvel thing,
Yeah.
So make it just Marvel's Secret Wars and just make it a two-parter. It's its own fucking thing with anyone and every, like, you don't even have to worry about the damn contracts. You can just be like, okay, who's going to be available to shoot this shit? You write it around just that, because at the end of the day, once they defeat the bad guys and get back to their regular world, you don't need anything else. It was a secret war. It was a secret thing that went on, and you know what I'm saying? Like, play off of that.
Okay.
You don't really need a whole bunch of build up at that point.
Yeah.
But you get to introduce some characters. You can build some characters that then spin off into their own series or movies.
No, that's fun. Okay, yeah, I like your idea. Okay.
Or Secret Wars show. Ooh, 6 hours Secret Wars series.
I like that.
I like that better.
Like that better.
But as many big stars as they've gotten in the shows, I don't think they could get all of them to do a 6 hour series. I think the cost would be too much. But screw it, Marvel. Russo brothers have a lot of practice running TV series. Get them to do a Secret Wars series. Give us 6 hours for Secret Wars. Yeah, I'm good. I'm good with that.
Cool.
The final runtime for Hawkeye episode 6 has allegedly been revealed. Amit Chaudhary, I'm sorry if I mispronounced the name. It's at 5150 Amrit, AAMRIT on Twitter, for those of you listening instead of watching on YouTube. But apparently they got some other times right. 59 minutes. That's almost an hour. What do you think? Longest episode
I don't know.
of a show yet.
Is 59 minutes almost an hour?
It is. Very, very close.
I'm excited. I would love that. Yeah, because usually it's like, if it's 30 minutes, it's like more like 23 because of commercials and blah blah. That's never really changed, even though like a lot of streaming, it's like you don't have that anymore. And then
I think that's to keep like the same kind of like 3-act beat that Americans are really used to for TV series when there is a streaming show kept at 30 minutes. Anyways, go ahead.
Yeah, and then like it's like more like 45 minutes for an hour show.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'll take 59 minutes because I wanted more, and that's what's been going on with a lot of these Marvel shows. It's like I wanted a few more episodes. You wrapped it up nicely, but I still want more.
Yeah.
So yeah, this'll. I think at this point, with how we left off, there needs to be more time.
Yeah.
So I'm cool with it.
I guess I won't, because the episode did just come out this week. We won't spoil too much, although people should be very excited if they haven't seen this week's episode yet. They should definitely go check it out. Something big happens. A big reveal. Big guy. Oh my god.
What are you getting at?
I'm not wanting to spoil the reveal at the end of Hawkeye episode 5. I was just saying it's big, like a big dude.
I'm trying to remember it.
Oh my god.
No, I think was I?
This was this week. It's shown in the picture on the phone at the end of the episode.
I don't remember that. I'll have to go back.
I
don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, it's all right, guys. We'll go ahead.
It's a Friday that feels like a Monday.
Yeah, we'll go ahead and wrap it up, and then I'll remind my wife of the
what the hell
spoiler
happened
that she's obviously forgetting. But check out LRM Online every day for all your entertainment news, needs, and opinions. We've been having some issues with some of the stories updating on the mobile site. We're aware of it. We are working on it. Genreverse.com, also check that out. The LRM YouTube channel, like I said, please do subscribe, leave some comments, thumbs up, down, lots of celebrity interviews, red carpet, in person. Look, that's Sam Elliott, Billy Bob Thornton, and just all sorts of great stuff. And all of our podcasts go up here: Breaking Geek Radio, Anime Versal Reviews, Daily Cup of Genre, the Cantina, all that good stuff, and of course the Genreverse podcast network, wherever you get your podcasts from. All those podcasts that I just mentioned. Hey, if you're a Wheel of Time fan, I can't wait to watch that this afternoon, this evening.
Yep.
Check out the Dragon Reviewed. We're having a lot of fun there, and that does it. Anything else you want to throw out there, Christy?
No.
Okay, guys, thank you so much for listening this week. Keep your eyes out for the upcoming new Genreverse YouTube channel, name pending. Thanks. We'll talk to you next time. Bye. Is revealed at the end. A big. Oh my lord.
Oh my god.